Hello students, today we are going to continue with our electrochemistry lectures. Before that, I'll just revise what we have done till now. Till now we have done the basic things about two types of electrochemical cells, galvanic cells and electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell we have already done with the definition, then what all we require to set up an electrolytic cell, and we have done one example of electrolysis of molten NaCl. After electrolytic cell, the second thing we did was galvanic cell. In galvanic cell we have seen the definition, we have seen the components required to form a galvanic cell, for example salt bridge, oxidation half cell, reduction half cell. Then we have seen how to represent galvanic cell, how to write down the cell reactions of galvanic cell. After that we have seen Nernst equation, its derivation, numericals, then thermodynamics of galvanic cell, where we have correlated our cell potential with equilibrium constant and cell potential with Gibbs free energy change. Based on that we also did numericals. After that, the next part of the chapter we are going to start with is most of the construction part with its explanation. The first one we are going to start with is reference electrode. Now, first and foremost, what is a requirement for reference electrode? It is not possible to measure the potential of a single electrode where only either oxidation or reduction occurs. But the EMF of the cell can be measured experimentally. Very important, it is EMF of the cell. Hence, it is necessary to have a reference electrode. Thus, for the measurement of potential of a single electrode, it must be combined with another electrode whose potential is either zero or it is arbitrarily fixed. So, when we club these two half things together, it constructs one cell, and which will be helping us to determine the potential. So that is why we require a electrode as a reference, called as reference electrode. So the electrode whose potential is arbitrarily taken as zero or is exactly known and used to measure the potential of the other electrode is known as reference electrode. In this we have two examples, standard hydrogen electrode and calomel electrode. Standard hydrogen electrode is an electrode whose potential is arbitrarily kept zero, whereas the one whose potential is known is an example of calomel electrode. Now for our syllabus we have standard hydrogen electrode in detail. So let us see how do we construct standard hydrogen electrode, what are its requirement, what are the reaction, and how does it help to determine the potential of another electrode. Standard hydrogen electrode, which is also abbreviated as SHE. It is an electrode in which pure and dry hydrogen gas is bubbled at 1 atmospheric pressure around a platinized platinum plate immersed in 1 molar H plus ion solution. I repeat again. In this electrode, we are going to use pure and dry hydrogen gas. That gas is bubbled at 1 atmospheric pressure around a platinized platinum plate, and this plate is immersed in a solution containing 1 molar H plus ion solution. We say it is as a primary reference electrode. Why we call it as a primary reference electrode? Because it's an electrode whose potential is arbitrarily assigned as exactly 0 volt, and this is irrespective of the temperature. At all temperature its potential will always be 0 volt. Because its potential is 0 volt, we call it as primary reference electrode. Now this is what is the definition of standard hydrogen electrode. In that definition itself it tells us many things about its construction. Let us see the standard hydrogen electrode diagram and its construction. This is how a standard hydrogen electrode looks like. Let us see what it comprises of, what is its construction. It consists of a piece of platinum metal which is electrolytically coated with platinum black in order to increase the specific surface area of platinum piece. So that is nothing but platinized platinum plate. The platinum plate is sealed in a thin glass tube which is surrounded by an outer glass jacket. The metal plate is immersed in 1 molar H+ ion solution. The solution is kept saturated with hydrogen gas by bubbling the gas through the side tube at 1 atmospheric pressure over the surface of a metal. Platinum does not take part in the reaction. It serves only as the site of electron transfer. So in this, the main role is been played by hydrogen gas and H+ ion solution. For this gas to transfer, we make use of platinum plate. So it is just acting as a transporter. Now, while we draw this diagram, the important points are: the inlet through which we pass hydrogen gas should be open. Second, this glass jacket platinized platinum plate should be dipped in to the solution. It should not get dry. Next, the hydrogen gas should always be pure and dry. It should always be maintained at 1 atmospheric pressure, and the solution of H+ ion should always be at 1 molar concentration. These are the very important condition when we are showing this construction. Many a times in the exam question comes is to draw and label SHE. So students draw the things properly, but they generally make 2 mistakes. One, the glass jacket is closed, and second, the platinized platinum plate is outside the solution. It should be inside the solution, and secondly is the glass jacket should be open for the hydrogen gas to transfer. How do we represent or formulate our standard hydrogen gas? Our electrolyte solution is H+ ion, whose concentration is 1 molar. Single vertical line, our electrode hydrogen gas at pressure 1 atmosphere, and as it is gas, it has to be contact through platinum. So this is its formulation if we are writing it as a cathode part. If I write it as anode part, the things will get reversed. First will come platinum, single vertical line, hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, single vertical line, H+ ion at 1 molar concentration. I repeat again, when we are writing it as cathode part, first comes electrolyte, then comes electrode. But if I am writing it as anode part, first comes electrode and then comes electrolyte. So till now we have done the definition of SHE, the construction and diagram of SHE, the formulation of SHE. After knowing the construction and formulation, the next thing we have to see, that is the working of our SHE. Now how does SHE work? The platinum plaque is capable of absorbing large quantities of hydrogen gas. It allows the change from gaseous to ionic form and the reverse process to occur. Means it can convert our hydrogen gas into ions, or it can convert ions into hydrogen gas. If the electrode is serving as anode in the given galvanic cell, the half reaction occurring on it during the operation of the cell will be oxidation, definitely. But when the electrode serves as cathode in the galvanic cell, the half reaction will be reduction. Now here, as formulation I have represented as cathode, so I will write down the reaction also which takes place at cathode, that is reduction half reaction. So when we are using it as cathode, what will happen is H plus ions will get reduced to form molecular hydrogen gas. If I am representing the reaction as anode, then the reaction would have been reversed. That is, hydrogen gas would have generated H plus ions by giving out electrons. So right now, as I am showing it as cathode, so I have written it as reduction half reaction. Its potential, as I have already told, is always and always 0.00 volt. This, whether I am using it as reduction half or I use it as oxidation half, is not going to alter. The value should always be 0.00 volt, because we are saying standard hydrogen electrode is your primary reference electrode. After understanding the working of SHE, let us see the application of SHE. As we mentioned, standard hydrogen electrode, a primary reference electrode, is used to find out the potential of another unknown electrode. Now, how can we use it? It is used to determine a primary reference. It is used as a primary reference electrode to determine the standard potential of other electrode whose potential is definitely unknown. For example, if I have to determine standard potential of zinc, that is E naught of zinc, then we construct a cell by combining our zinc electrode with standard hydrogen electrode. Definitely these two electrodes will be connected to each other via salt bridge, and they together will construct one cell. That cell will be represented as zinc single vertical line, its solution, that is Zn2 plus ion, whose concentration is 1 molar. As the connection is via salt bridge, double vertical line. Then our SHE part, that is H plus ion of 1 molar concentration, single vertical line, hydrogen gas at 1 atmospheric pressure, and the connection is via platinum. This will be the cell representation if I am using my zinc as anode and hydrogen as our cathode, that is SHE as cathode. So if I construct this, I will be able to find out our E naught cell. Now, what is our E naught cell formula? As we have done in our previous lecture, E naught cell is nothing but E naught of cathode minus E naught of anode. Now, in our given cell, we have used SHE as our cathode, so it is E naught of hydrogen, and zinc as our anode, so E naught of zinc. Because standard hydrogen electrode is our primary reference electrode, its potential is arbitrarily fixed 0 volt. So, if I say that E naught H2 is 0, then whatever is your E naught cell which has been determined experimentally will be nothing but giving you the potential of our zinc. So, by making use of standard hydrogen electrode, keeping its potential as 0 volt, we construct a cell by using zinc and we find out its cell potential. From the calculation, as standard hydrogen electrode's potential is 0, we can directly determine the potential of zinc. Our E naught of zinc will be nothing but minus E naught of cell. Means whatever cell potential value we get, negative of that will be our standard potential for zinc. So calculation wise it will be very simple. Reason behind this will be always 0. So whatever is your E naught cell will be directly giving you the potential of your another electrode. That is how we can use standard hydrogen electrode in determining the standard potentials of other electrode whose potentials are unknown to us.